What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the preview for the 296th edition of TSR Primetime, which will air tonight at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on donovansharpe.com. We'll also be taking live calls on air, so definitely tune in for that. Pornography is as much a part of our culture as anything out there. Yes, there is still a measure of taboo associated with pornography, but not nearly as much as there used to be. I'll put it to you this way. People talk about pornography so freely. They talk about it all the time, openly on public, on television, on the radio, in movies. It's everywhere. I mean, some guys even joke about, yeah, if you take a look at my porn search, like they're doing this in mainstream, not necessarily the news, but again, people talk about pornography as freely as they talk about their favorite pair of shoes. This is how prevalent pornography is. Now, there's nothing wrong with pornography. Listen, if a girl wants to get paid for getting fucked on camera for all the world to see, more power to her. And if dudes want to jerk off to that, more power to them. I'm not going to judge anyone one way or the other, how they make porn, consume porn, whatever. It's a free country. You do whatever you want. But for men, there are many, many adverse side effects to masturbating to pornography. They're well documented. I don't have to go over them. You guys can Google them, but most people know what they are. But that's not what I'm going to talk about tonight. What I am going to talk about is why and how your life will change for the better when you stop masturbating to pornography. Now, some guys might say or think, but Donovan, pornography affects many different men in many different ways. And those guys would be dead fucking wrong. Not only is that statement grossly inaccurate, it is flat out dishonest. Let's call a spade a spade. Guys who are saying and thinking that, they're just using that as an excuse to continue jerking off to porn. Listen, if you like jerking off to porn, or if you have a porn addiction, just say it. Just admit it. Listen, if you have a porn addiction, that doesn't make you a bad person. But listen, pornography is awesome, guys. The girls are hotter than they've ever been. There's more variety. You can get exactly what you want, down to the hair color and the boob size. I mean, listen, and the reason I know this is because I used to have a porn addiction. And trust me when I tell you, I know as well as anybody, it is hard to stop. Something else to keep in mind is that the human body is identical physiologically. Now, what I mean by that is that most physical and mental stimuli affect the human body and brain the same way. If a person, obviously, a person's race and all that, yeah, there are other factors involved, different sizes of people, et cetera, but if a person has a headache and takes an oxycodone, that headache's gone. Doesn't matter the rate, doesn't matter the guy's race, doesn't matter his age, biological makeup, none of that matters. If a guy takes steroids, they're going to get bigger, faster, stronger, again, because the human body reacts the same way to the same things. Yes, there are slight differences from body to body, obviously, and yes, no human body is molecularly identical to the point where everything affects them exactly the same way. Nobody's suggesting that. But if somebody does a line of cocaine, they're gonna get high. It's as simple as that. Well, it's the same with porn, guys. Pornography affects the body and mind the same way in all men. Yes, there are varying degrees, but by and large, masturbation to porn has many adverse side effects to the body, the brain, and the penis. Now, I'm not going to talk about an article I read or some study I looked up. I'm going to tell you guys 11 ways my life changed when I stopped jerking off to porn. Okay? Listen, these are personal anecdotes, guys. The name of my show is called The Sharpe Reality. Not the Sharpe study. It's not the Sharpe opinion. Not the Sharpe what somebody else said or what somebody else read. It's the Sharpe Reality. This is based on my personal experiences. And because male bodies work the same and react the same way to the same things, you're going to get the same benefits and the same side effects. And guys, these are real world benefits, guys. Life-changing benefits. I'm not exaggerating here. When you stop masturbating to porn, your life improves exponentially. And I'm going to tell you exactly how later tonight at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. See you guys then.